I'm Praise Matemavi. I am an abdominal transplant surgeon and an assistant professor of surgery, and I am a Spartan.
Praise Matemavi's family immigrated to the United States from Zimbabwe in 1995. After overcoming challenges of an unplanned pregnancy and domestic abuse, she has become one of only 10 Black female transplant surgeons in the United States.
I was 4 years old. I knew I wanted to be a doctor. From the time I was 10 years old, I knew I wanted to be a surgeon. I first went to nursing school because I was not a U.S. citizen at the time, and I had no financial aid assistance, so I needed to pay for school out of pocket. Once I have a vision, I usually set a concrete timeline to complete that vision. And so I knew I wanted to go to medical school. I knew I had to complete surgical residency. And then when I decided I wanted to be a transplant surgeon, I knew I had to complete that. So I sat down, I wrote down my goals, and I had a timeline that I needed to complete all my goals. The most difficult part of my journey was actually when I had to complete 60 credits in 2 semesters so that I could meet my timeline of going to medical school.
Matemavi hit her timeline, graduated from MSU's College of Osteopathic Medicine, and entered her general surgery residency class as its only female, then followed that with her transplant fellowship.
So from when I was 10 years old, I wanted to be a heart surgeon. But then when I became a second year in medical school, I decided I wanted to be a transplant surgeon. Transplant surgery is different from other fields in medicine and in surgery. We do see a lot more death than everybody else, but there is so much hope that comes with the life that is given and the quality of life that is changed with transplant surgery. Pediatric donors are very difficult for me to handle just because, being a mom, I think about the moms of those children and how difficult it is for them and just the heartbreak and how life for them is forever changed. I had a patient who was 17 years old, and at that time she had died from a car accident, and I had a daughter who was 17 years old, and I just found it very difficult even just to start doing the surgery just because of the similarities. But, I had to remind myself that the reason that we do all this is because of the lives that we change, not only of the recipients, but also the donors' families. So that keeps me going during those challenging times.
Not all of Matemavi's achievements have come on the operating table. She recently authored the book, Passion and Purpose, Black Female Surgeons, a collection of stories from 73 physicians throughout the world.
So when I was in medical school, I heard Dr. William Anderson say that you cannot be what you cannot see. So that motivated me to write the book, Passion and Purpose, Black Female Surgeons, because then I gathered these stories of Black female surgeons who in all specialties of surgery and heard their stories and wrote them down for the next generation of Black female surgeons so that they can see themselves in these pages, and hopefully this is a big motivation for them to be able to pursue whatever surgical discipline, even the ones that do not have a lot of females in them and the ones that do not have a lot of Black people in them. So just being able to talk to these women who a lot of them were the first in their field and hearing about their struggles and their challenges was very encouraging even to me. And I have heard multiple medical students and undergraduate students saying how they're so encouraged by this work, and just looking and listening to other people's stories, how that has helped them to work towards their dreams. Spartans will conquer.